weekend, on Sunday, a new crop of clangers in It'll Be All Right on the Night 4 at 7:15. And at 8:15, live from Her Majesty's returns.
What type of singing is it you do?
Oh, Tommy, it's a bit of a mixture, see. Tommy, do you know the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney?
No, I don't know the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney.
Ah, well, you see, Bing sings and Walt Disney.
And the professionals are back in action on ITV at 9:15. Entertainment next weekend on ITV.
When you taste Wall's new bacon steaks in sauce, you'll wonder why they weren't around before. Well, being the most famous baking company, we already have the best, juiciest bacon steaks. But we wanted to create two truly delicious sauces, using only the finest mushrooms and parsley. Even after our 200 years experience, new ideas still take time. But you can prepare bacon steaks in only 15 minutes. Wall's new bacon steaks in sauce. You'll find them in the freezer.
If I see another science fiction video... Talk about science fiction, what's that?
A cooker that slots in, electric, with a hob light that tells you when it's hot, child-proof controls, timer for up to 24 hours, a small oven that lights up with energy-saving dual-circuit grill,
lasagna,
and a turbo fan oven.
What have we got on next?
Lasagna Part 2, I hope.
Cook electric, because that means clean electric.
Nice clean wash.
Thank you.
What about close-up?
Ah, no. You can't boil modern things like my blouse, so sometimes you get marks left.
You need Ariel Automatic. You can trust Ariel to wash close-up clean even without the boil wash.
Show me.
Okay, let's take a really low temperature and see how Ariel's well-known biological formula lifts out dirt and stains that non-biological powders leave behind. Well?
Well, let's see. Close up. That mark's gone, and without boiling. It's all really clean. You were right about Ariel.
You can trust Ariel to wash close-up clean even without the boil wash.
Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I am made of wood, and I do have a wooden heart.
Next time you dust, spray on Pledge. Its real wax formula shines and cares for wood.
Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I am made of wood, and it's Pledge for my wooden heart.
Pledge treats wood good.
I can remember when all this was woods and open fields.
That must have been a long time ago. I suppose everything's changed.
Not everything. They still make Spiller's Winalot, just as wholesome and crunchy as always.
They had Winalot when you were a pup.
And when your great-grandpa was. It's your natural biscuit, full of the crunchy goodness you need. Why do you think I'm such a fine figure of a dog?
Race you to it, then.
Spiller's Winalot. Generations of dogs can't be wrong.
Harmonies. 6 quiet colours. New from Dulux.
A busy road. A driver wants to turn right across the oncoming traffic. He sees a gap. It seems to be enough. But because his attention is focused on the approaching lorry, he doesn't notice a motorcyclist driving perfectly correctly somewhere in front of it. Look out for bikes when you turn right.
There's a press ad printed on this piece of paper. It's for this vacuum cleaner. Now, it can tell you how quickly it picks out the dirt, but it can't demonstrate it because it doesn't move. It can tell you how quiet it is, but it can't demonstrate that neither because there isn't any sound. Now, there's really only one way piece of paper can out-demonstrate a vacuum cleaner. And that's in a television commercial.
There's one place products really move. Television.
Tomorrow on Channel 4, The Heart of the Dragon explores the Chinese attitude to crime and the reform of the lawbreaker.
Only about 1 in 100 of the people who appear before the Chinese courts is a woman. Whatever the men say, most households in China are run by women. They seem to keep the family purse and they're law-abiding.
But one woman who finds herself on the wrong side of the law is Nia Chen Ying, accused of fraud and theft. The Heart of the Dragon follows the events that lead up to her trial, tomorrow at 9 on Channel 4.
And at the heart of our Rugby League results earlier this evening, we mistakenly reported that Halifax scored 0 and Barrow 13. In fact, the result was Halifax 0, Barrow 30. Now on Yorkshire Television, the latest news of the day at 9:45.
Lebanon's warring factions reach a peace deal. They say this time it's for real. The evidence that chemical weapons are being used in the Gulf War. Backbench leader to Prime Minister. Too many banana skins. Tell us where we're going. And the test for 1 million youngsters who want to go round the world. Good evening. Opposition parties in Lebanon said tonight they've reached a comprehensive ceasefire agreement that could mean peace at last. A government spokesman said within the last hour that this time the agreement was final and real. President Amin Jamal is expected to announce tomorrow that last May's troop withdrawal agreement with Israel has been scrapped. Rival militiamen will be ordered off the streets, and the green line that separates Muslim and Christian Beirut will be reopened. Pressure on President Jamal to reach an early agreement increased today when the French Foreign Minister Claude Chesson warned that he may soon have to pull out the last contingent of the multinational peacekeeping force. British, American and Italian troops withdrew last month. The Green Line was the scene of more fighting today before the agreement was announced. After some shelling and machine gun fire overnight, Muslim and Christian forces exchanged fire in the city centre all morning. The fighting was fierce, with rocket and mortar fire from both sides. There were no early details of casualties. The exchanges had spread to the hills above Beirut, but this afternoon, just before the new ceasefire was announced, the shooting died down, and tonight Beirut is reported to be quiet. Chemical weapons banned for 60 years under the Geneva Convention